A row of Y bones is located on each side of the spine, in an inverted fashion with the tail of the Y reaching toward the dorsal side of the fish. This is the section of meat to remove, while keeping the remainder of the fillet intact. Start by removing the sides from the fish. Cut down. I like to go all the way past this fin there, and then come back up to this first cut that we made. And then you're going to turn your knife and just go all the way down the fish along the spine. And then here's where it's a little bit different. If you were doing a walleye, a lot of times you would stop right here so that you could take the skin off, but we're actually going to cut right through because we want to leave the skin on for now. Flip the fish over and do the same thing on the other side. With the knife angled, feel for the rib bones, slowly working back and forth until they are removed. Discard the rib bones. Now let's work on freeing those Y bones. We'll start by cutting into the meat on the top side of the bones. Feel along the top side of the tip of the Y fork. And we're just going to cut straight down as close to those as we can get. And you're just going to cut down until you feel the long part of the bone that sticks this way. And when you run your knife along it, you can actually hear it and feel it. Then we have to take the knife and turn it sideways and go underneath this piece, but along the top side of the Y bones. Be careful not to cut off this section of meat. Now you'll make a cut underneath the Y bones. Locate the lateral line in the fillet. This will serve as a guide for the other tip of the Y bone fork. Work the knife into the fillet. And as you're cutting down, you're also turning your knife sideways to come under those bones. At this point, you should have a channel of meat containing the Y bones barely connected to the fillet at the narrowest point, the Y bone tail. Lift this channel, pulling it away and separating it from the fillet. Lastly, remove the skin from the fillet. Grasp the tail end, carefully working the knife between the fillet and the skin. Work all the way through to the end. Discard the skin and rinse your fillet in water to prepare for cooking or packaging. Repeat this process to remove the Y bones and skin for the other side. You have now removed the Y bones while keeping a whole fillet intact